Hi friends, welcome. Today is Wednesday, July 1st. Welcome to July. Happy summer. Here's to all the hopes and dreams for summers and the memories of awesome summers in your past. Yay, summer. And yay you. I've enjoyed working with you the last 3 days. I hope that it hasn't been terrible for you, and I hope that you've learned a lot. There's some awesome resources, so I've been excited to go through them with you. And many of them have been updated, as you've noticed. So we're going to do writing on demand arguments, so that'll be exciting. Here is your material unit, materials for the unit. We're going to do wild horses, so your text set is right there. And we're going to use this note catcher down over here. But also, I clicked here and some magical stuff happens. This is a folder full of student work and examples. There are planning documents, just very cool. So when you have a minute, dig through this one, because this one isn't as dense, and so you can go. So also this down here is pretty cool, this on-demand argument instructional resource. It'll walk you through using this exactly, which is awesome. So after that, just kind of what this resource does, it supports students in every aspect when they need to sit down and quickly come up with a claim, find supporting evidence, and write a draft. So a draft of an argument of policy. So in this one, our students get to learn about an argument of policy. There are a few key things I'd like you to remember. Students have to have instruction and practice. You got to have a good plan, a good opening. Introducing and commenting on quotations is critical. I'm not even going to say anything different. That's just a really good way to put it right there. And then that conclusion, and this is hard, friends, for students, I think, a lot of students, to move beyond that introduction. A lot of them just restate what they already said, and it's boring. So this resource might help you talk to them about that. So that's exciting. We've got some skills that we're emphasizing, so that's wonderful. But moving forward, I want you to think about how to make this digital, because all throughout this text set, or this slide deck, as I was putting it together, it says the packet, take notes on, da-da-da-da. So we've got to find online ways to do this, and we need to put that work together so that there's like one place we can go find. But that's a conversation for a different day. But anyway, here are your text sets. What I love about this resource is that there are 4 text sets. So you can have your students practice 4 different times. And that's throughout a semester. And so when and if they get into a writing on demand situation, they are ready because they've practiced it 4 times and you've given them those experiences. So yay you. All right, so before we meet in a few minutes, you want to click through Wild Horses and complete lesson 1, which is the next 3 slides. And then you'll also fill out the first two columns in that note catcher, and they go real quick. You'll see when you open it up. But you want to get working on that, and that's what you'll turn in today. All right, so here you go. So arguments of policy, they either want to keep or change an existing policy, or they take positions on a new policy. And so that's what you're going to help your students learn to do. All right, so the first thing you're going to do, you're going to read every title, and then you're going to highlight and think about each sentence in first sentence in the paragraph. That's called mining the text. I've heard that somewhere else. So you're going to mine this text real quick and put that right into your note catcher. And I want to know, when we come back together, what's this controversy about? So we'll see about that, and we'll put that in the chat, and we'll also, talk verbally about that as well. When I get you back with me, I'll be smiling because I'm always happy to see you. But here we'll talk about the columns 3 through 5 on that note catcher, and then we're going to write our claim in a complete sentence right there. So right after that, I'd love for you to have that hour of independent work time and click through the rest of it. Think about making a plan, and there's some information there for you. There's even an example of what somebody's plan could look like. So I thought that was cool. And then going ahead and writing that. Don't forget moves that authors make. Super duper important. I seriously use that handout in almost every resource I taught because it's just so cool. I love that one, The Moves Authors Make. So that's a really good resource. All right, so then you want some more support, and there again, we're talking to students about those conclusions. And I love this because it's really just setting them up for success and giving them ways to use the skills that we're letting them know. Again, wanting to know how we're going to do this online, but here's your directions for students to writing on the day. And then they go ahead and write, and they do it again on a second day on a different topic. So that's what we'll talk about tomorrow, and how you want to use this resource. For now, be thinking about what you think about this issue. All right, friends, see you in a few minutes. Bye.